memorabilia about the streets also, particularly after midnight. And there's a few people, I suppose, here also that I'd like to welcome. Our town clerk, Mary Daly. We have a number of local councillors, Councillor Eugene Dolan, Councillor Val Murray, and also our committee members, who's here, Barry Sweeney and Sir Brennan. Not too sure if the rest of that will still be on the campsite getting it ready. So I'd like to thank all the people who are involved, all our sponsors here in the town, Fudge Ireland and Guinness, of course. You can't have a Rory Gallagher Festival without having pint of the black stuff, so we thank Guinness for coming on board as well to sponsor the festival. There's one person here today, and I was speaking to him yesterday. When we were starting this festival, he was very good to us, and I'd like to recognise him today for his input in the very early years of the festival. His name is Paul McClune, and I just want to recognise Paul. He was very good to us. Start, give him a round of applause. And I'm not going to mention everybody in the room, we're glad to hear. So I'm going to ask Owen Gallagher to say a few words, and we're delighted that Owen's here today, so I'll hand it over to Owen. Thank you.
First of all, thank you very much for giving me a moment here on behalf of my family, of my dad, my brother Daniel, who works on a lot of the back catalogue. It really is a privilege to be here and to see the love for Rory in the flesh. It's something, Rory died when I was 15, so I knew him for a short period. But coming to the festival and hearing the stories from people and the stuff that went on tour, it really brings it back what the man was. The festival itself just keeps on getting bigger and improving each and every year, and it's testament to the organising committee headed up by Barry, who does a sterling job. And most of all, thank you. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. I think you can be pretty sure of that. So let's go rock.
Thanks very much to Owen for being here today, and Owen's going to be here over the weekend as well, so, and hopefully you'll be joined by your dad over the weekend as well. Donald's going to be over for a few of the days, so it's great that the Gallagher family have kept such a great connection with Ballyshannon. We're pleased that the Gallagher family and the Gallagher estate allow us to hold this event each year, and I suppose it wouldn't be possible without the fans, but also the musicians. And one of the musicians, I suppose, that knew Rory quite well on tour, and an Irish rock legend in his own right, to still legends live on, still live. So I'm delighted he's here, and he's been a great support also to us down through the years, and I'd like to give a big welcome to launch the festival along with Owen, Pat McManus.
Thanks very much. It's a real honour and privilege for me to be here. I was very fortunate to have played with Rory a couple of times in Germany and in Ireland here. And for me, he's in the top three, the big three I call them. You have Hendrix, Clapton, and then Rory Gallagher, but Rory's first. You know? And first of all, remember this, that Rory sort of paved the way in Ireland here in particular for rock bands. If it hadn't been for Rory's success, he was the first true rock star out of Ireland. There was nobody else before that. Nobody else. And no matter where we go in Europe or in the Americas, Rory, I remember we played in Chicago many, many years ago, and we were playing in this club, a heavy, heavy blues club, and these guys walked in, and we walked in, and the first words out of their mouth was, "Hey man, do you know this Rory Gallagher cat?" And we said, "We've been fortunate." "Yes, we do know him." "Man," they go, "he's got the blues." So that was from the home of where the blues is from. We were very fortunate, as I said, to have worked with Rory in the past, and his legacy is well, it remains to be seen. He's one of the greatest blues artists, rock guitar players, and also what a lot of people don't, they talk about his guitar playing, but he was a fantastic songwriter. You know, and people sort of overlook that when they talk about his guitar playing, which was right up there with the Hendrix and the Claptons of this world. But his songwriting was phenomenal, and no, people don't give him the credit that he deserves for his lyric writing and all. And he basically, Rory was way ahead of his time. And the great thing about Rory is his music is relevant. It's still relevant today, which is, you know, a lot of music then can sound dated and stuff, but Rory was playing from his heart. so that never dates. So from my point of view, he's one of the greatest artists that Ireland and Europe has ever produced. So for me, it's a great honour to be here and to play at the Rory Festival. So all I have to say is grab a pint and wander around the town and listen to all the great bands that will be playing over the weekend, and you'll have a marvellous time. And thank you very much.
Thank
you. Well, folks, the programmes will be in circulation in the town. I know you've all seen it on the internet. And the big top concerts will be taking place Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Obviously there's a lot of open air music, there's a lot of great pub sessions. Can I mention one little session that's new this year? Obviously we have the Rock Hospital gig at 12 noon, Davis.
Are you going to have Barry Barnes?
See, last year Barry Barnes stepped in.
He wasn't used to the drink.
So it's 12 noon on Saturday at the Rock Hospital. Saturday, Dave? Friday, tomorrow at the Rock Hospital. That, of course, where Rory was born. But also on Sunday morning, we have a new gig this year at the Mill Wheel at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And the Abbey Mill Wheel, again, is another piece of the heritage and history of Ballyshannon. And we have Danny Blazapel and from Laundromat and Jed Thomas. They'll be playing a few tunes. So that will be a different gig if you'd like to see another part of the older Ballyshannon. And it's something to enjoy. Obviously, the festival office will be open across the road from 4 o'clock. And all we can say is enjoy the weekend and have a great time. And thanks for being here.